Hello and welcome back to the Get Started guide. This part of the guide focuses on the supplier and purchases apps, allowing you to increase the quantity of the items previously added to the system. Begin by tapping on the back office, followed by tapping on the suppliers app. A supplier is a person or entity that's the source for goods or services. After adding a supplier, they're going to be visible in the supplier list. Here you can access their account activity, purchase history, communications and reports. To add a new supplier, simply tap on the New Supplier button. The bare minimum of information required to add a supplier is a name. Everything else such as contact information, supplier type, point of contact information and more can be added afterwards in the advanced info section. After filling out the information, tap on the check mark to save the new supplier. They'll now be added to your supplier list. In order to edit or delete the supplier, simply select it and then swipe left using your thumb or finger. You can tap on the red bin icon to delete or the orange pencil icon to edit. Tapping on a supplier will reveal their information on the right hand side. Now that we've added a supplier, we can increase the quantity of items which we added in part 1 of the guide through the Purchases app. We can go back to the home page by tapping on the Tillpoint icon, and now to enter the Purchases app we just need to tap on the back office, followed by Purchases. Purchase orders created here will automatically be saved in the purchase list, located here on the left hand side. To create a new purchase order, simply tap on the New Purchase Order button. We can connect the previously added supplier by tapping on the supplier name field. Now that's located in the top left hand side of this window, just below where you can see single supplier, which is highlighted in blue. So if we tap on the field next to where it says supplier name, we can then see the list of all of our suppliers. If we scroll down slightly, we can see the supplier that we just added before. If we tap on that, it's going to connect that supplier with this purchase order. If you want to create a purchase order with multiple suppliers, you can tap on the multi-supplier button, located towards the top left. Or if you want to create a purchase order with a supplier that you haven't added to your supplier list, you can tap on the independent supplier button. Now that we've connected the supplier to this purchase order, we can now begin adding items to the purchase order. We do this by tapping on the item field, and here a pop-up window is going to appear allowing you to select a category and items within that category. So for the sake of this guide, we're going to select starters and corn soup. If we just jump back to that list quickly, if you have an item in your inventory which doesn't appear here in this list, that item is a non-stock item, which means it cannot be added to a purchase order. You can go back and change that by editing the item and going to the stock and location options. After completing the rest of the purchase order and filling out the quantity, unit cost, discount and tax fields, the total will be calculated and shown below the items. If I wanted to add another item to this purchase order, I can tap on the Item from Inventory button located towards the bottom left hand side, and that's going to add another line to the purchase order. I can delete lines by tapping on the red bin icon within the line. After adding my items, please direct your attention towards the top of the window, Payment Status. You have a number of options here. In the case of this video, we're going to select Invoice and Paid. We then have to select a payment account, which in this case will be main till, and the delivery status I can change to delivered. Once I tap on the check mark towards the bottom, this purchase order has now been saved, and I have received the quantity of those items. We can go and check that now by heading back to the home page by tapping on the Tillpoint icon, followed by going to the back office, tapping on the inventory, and it was this item here, corn soup. As you can see, the item amount has been increased by the amount purchased. If you need further help with the purchases module, please check out the online guide. Please let us know if you found this video useful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and if there's anything you're unsure of, let us know in the comments below. For more help with Tillpoint, head over to tillpoint.com/help.